What's up, guys? I haven't been making videos because I've been sick for the past week, but happy holidays, I guess. This was my last workout from last week. This was from Friday. I was already a bit sick here, but we got the workout done anyways. I did a little bit less than what I had planned to do. Instead of doing 2 sets of bench, I did only a set and some push-ups. I went lighter on the pull-ups and stuff like that. This was the last warm-up set for the bench. This is 62 kilograms. And going to the gym that day, I was feeling really out of it. But as I got more and more warmed up, I started feeling better and better. And this is the top set. This is 74.5 kilograms. I did that for only 1 set of 10, which is pretty good, to be honest. Last time I did 72 kilograms for 2 sets of 8 or 2 sets of 10, I think. And I basically progressed this week, so that's awesome. And I'm really liking how the bench feels. I think it's gonna help me with my dips because it's more like a machine accessory for me comparing to the dips, right? Because the dips, you have the balance factor, you have the core stability factor and everything. You have the scapula moving a lot, It's more of a skill type movement than the bench. The bench is really easy in my opinion. I mean, you still have to know how to engage your upper back to be more efficient in the movement. When you go heavier, you need to know how to use leg drive, right? There's some technique to the bench, but when comparing the bench to the dips, it's a lot easier for me to do. So I can overload it nicely and basically put some muscle on my pushing movements and make the dips easier. But I didn't do a second set of the bench. I just opted for these how do you call them? Decline push-ups, I guess. Yeah, or incline push-ups actually. These are incline push-ups, yeah. And I'm doing them with a slight pause. I did only 15 of these and they feel great, I'm moving really slow here, really controlling the tempo and the pulse, and they feel great. And I did a little drop set with regular pull-ups, and I tried to flare my elbows out this time, which I never do on push-ups or on bench, to try and see if I feel my chest better, but I think this is worse for chest development. I don't know why. But that was basically the pulling session of the workout. Then we move to the pulling, of course. And it sucked. But one thing that I tried different here is the grip width. Usually I grip in between the two pillars. This time I tried to put one of my hands outside of it, because if I put both of my hands outside of the pillars, it becomes too wide for me and it's not comfortable on my arms for whatever reason. But I did 8 reps on the first set. This is body weight. 8 reps felt really hard. I don't know why. And then the second set, I did some paused reps at the top. And I was really trying to keep my elbows in, because that really engages your lats, your upper back better. So if you're focusing on bettering your technique for the pull-ups and you're doing some sets like this, like pulse sets or just body weight sets where you're working on your form, just try to really keep your elbows in. And a nice cue I have for that is to try and squeeze the bar together with your pinkies, if that makes sense. You're trying to twist the bar inwards, if that makes sense. But those were the pull-ups. And then for the third set, I just decided to do some inverted rows, but this time the easier way because, as I said, I was already sick here and didn't have any power left. But that was the push and the pull for the workout. Then we moved to hit some arms. They felt heavy, they felt hard, and I ended up doing only 2 sets for biceps and triceps. Usually I do 3 sets where I do 2 sets of the same superset and then do another superset. But this time I just did 2 supersets of the easy bar curls with your regular old tricep extensions with the easy bar curl. This is an awesome superset. If you don't know what to do for arms on your upper day, just do a superset of these. Really simple, load it up, and just go for it. Usually, you should be able to do more reps on the triceps than you can do on the biceps. At least that's how it works for me. I used to be a lot stronger on the easy bar curls like a month or 2 ago. I was doing like 16 kilograms per side, but this time I barely got 8 reps with 12.5 kilos per side. But that's okay. We're gonna get stronger in the coming weeks when we're better. But these tricep extensions feel amazing. I don't know why I haven't done these in the last few months, but I did them like a week or 2 ago, and now they're my new staple triceps exercise. They're awesome. If you haven't done tricep extensions like that, like where you put your hands like behind your head so the tricep stretches, you're missing out. It feels amazing. But the second set I decided to drop the weight a bit so I can do a bit more reps because the first set felt really heavy, and this felt better for the biceps. I think for biceps work specifically, lower rep ranges for me feel better than on triceps exercises for whatever reason. I can go really heavy on biceps, like it depends on the exercise. For example, if I do straight bar curls and I go for like between 4 to 6 reps, it feels like shit. But on the easy bar curl, for example, if I'm fresh, of course, not like today, it feels good to go like for, let's say, 5 to 8 reps, like go really heavy on the easy bar curls. That feels great. And also like let's say on preacher curls. But if you're doing, let's say, incline curls, for example, for me at least, it doesn't feel good to go for the lower rep ranges. And back in the day, I used to go a lot heavier on push downs, and it felt good. But these days, it doesn't feel good to go heavy on pretty much any tricep exercise. For whatever reason, my left elbow, I feel it feels suspicious. Like I don't want to go heavy on triceps works, is what I'm trying to say. But I did only 2 sets for arms, and then I did 2 supersets with the previous exercise that you saw, those lateral raises. It's the first time I'm trying that machine, and it feels sick. Like last week I tried to do another lateral raise. It was the incline lateral raise. That didn't feel good, but this machine feels amazing. I'm gonna keep doing that. I supersetted the lateral raises with some forearm work. I showed that superset in the past. It's basic dumbbell flexing with the wrist and dumbbell extensions with the wrist. And then, because the homie had a bit more to do for his workout, I just finished my workout with a bit of weighted hanging, which this is the first time I'm putting 40 kilograms and hanging off a bar with. I hanged for like 5 seconds maybe, but it felt nice. I was thinking about trying and overloading this exercise, but I'm gonna save that for the future. Anyways, guys, I'm happy to be posting a video again. I'm gonna keep posting in the coming weeks when I'm feeling better again. And as always, thank you all for watching. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.